Every Baki character went through a lot of training throughout his life and was evolving day after day. Even the weakest ones are also developing their abilities a lot. Baki Hanma is not exception. He's training a lot and becoming stronger literally day after day. And in this video we'll talk about the most significant steps of Baki's evolution as a fighter and his long way of becoming the strongest fighter in the world. Since his birth, Baki has been training so that he may one day surpass his father Yujiro and earn his love. Baki's mother made sure that he had the most advanced training equipment around. She had provided him throughout his life with the best martial arts teachers, personal gym trainers and sport equipment that money can buy. At his 13 years, Baki was able to fight against 100 gang members and managed to take down 37 of them. But this was not enough to defeat the boxing welterweight champion Yuri Keisuke, and Baki lost that fight. So he leaves all of his training at the gym and decides to go to the mountain where he used to train with his father. In the forest he meets an old friend of him and his father named Reichi Ando. Ando trained Baki, and in the end of this power-upping process he defeated the mighty monster, the Yasha ape. Baki discovers how useful endorphins can be in his body, but he could activate them only on the edge of death. With all that skill Baki achieved, he was able to defeat Kaoru Hanayama in a close fight. Then Baki challenged Yujiro to a fight, but he was still too weak to even touch the ogre. So yarersd, who is father's companion, tells him how to gain strength and experience. He comes up with the idea of sending him to Hokkaido, where some powerful 5 soldiers are located, telling him that he should experience the battlefield just like Yujiro. Baki agrees to this proposal and decides to face those soldiers. Baki defeats all of them and in the process became much more skilled and experienced fighter, as he fought all of them on the edge of death, and also Baki learned to use endorphins, a special ability to increase endorphin level in order to boost one's durability and pain resistance whenever he wants to. Eventually it was not enough to beat Yujiro. Baki lost and decides to go on a long journey to meet powerful opponents to fight. That's when he swears to himself seriously that someday he will defeat his father. Baki travels around the world for 2 years and defeats various martial artists. Even his hair starts to look darker, making him more brutal. Soon Baki arrives in Tokyo and visits the household of Mitsunari Tokugawa. Young Hanma begins to fight at the underground arena, a special place under the surface of the Tokyo Dome where only the best fighters could fight. Baki is power-upping with each his fight, defeating a lot of powerful and skilled fighters, becoming a champion of the underground arena in the process. The next big step of Baki's evolution is Maximum Tournament. Baki was improving his skills fight after the fight, and at the finals he achieved his Demon Back, a special fighting skill of the Hanma family which boosts your stat a lot. Another step of evolution was made by Baki thanks to his girlfriend. After a beautiful night in a bed, Baki became a man, and in the Baki world becoming a man makes you 10 times stronger. But Baki got poisoned by Yanagi before his 6th step of evolution and starts to die slowly. But thanks to Retsu, who took him to the Right Eye tournament, Baki was cured in a fight with Kaio Lee, who accidentally cures the poisoning he received from Yanagi. Then Baki proceeds to eat a massive meal made for him by Retsu, which helps him to return his former glory and even more.
Hey man. He's back! Baki Hanma is back! Baki Hanma's back! He's really back! Baki Hanma's back! He's actually back! And now... He's back! I wanna go and fight.
Baki challenges his father again and starts to train. In order to improve, Baki uses his image training to fight a 2 meters praying mantis, which he beats using crane style. This also boosts him a lot. Later, young Hanma decides that the best way to improve his fighting skills even more is to fight the one who is closest to Yujiro in power, Biscuit Oliva. Baki kidnaps the president in order to make a request to be sent to Arizona upstate prison where Biscuit Oliva resides, the strongest man in America. After a while, Oliva fights Baki and the young fighter decides to not use tricks and beat Oliva with nothing but pure strength, which he does. This fight boosts Baki a lot, but he is still not ready to face Yujiro. The last step before fighting Yujiro was Pickle. At first, Baki does not want to face Pickle, only after realizing he is possibly strong as a Yujiro, Baki decides to do it. During the fight, Baki used the whip strike to hurt Pickle. He also used his mental imagining to become a dinosaur hybrid in Pickle's eyes, terrifying him. The outcome of the match between Baki and Pickle could be considered to have gone either way. Pickle is the one who was left standing after the fight with Baki, but inadvertently used a weapon in the form of a martial arts technique to beat him. As stated by the onlookers, a weapon is a tool used by the weak against the strong, which would make Baki the true winner of the fight for having cornered Pickle. Also, Baki is the first person to make Pickle feel fear and cower in a corner. This is most evident between the conclusion of Jack fight and Bucket fight. Whereas Pickle saw Jack as a prey, he saw Baki as a friend or equal for the first time. Win or not, Baki still got a good boost of power level after that fight. Also, learning a new skill called the Cockroach Dash makes Baki more versatile and faster in combat, so I would say it was another step of Baki's evolution. With this technique, Baki was able to relax to the point of feeling like a liquid before snapping back together and dash forward at incredible speeds. It is revealed that the speed is 168 miles per hour with an acceleration of 0.01 milliseconds. And of course, the final most significant stage of Baki's evolution is his fight against Yujiro. After that epic fight, even though Baki lost, Yujiro admits that he can no longer be called the only strongest creature alive, as Baki is worthy of being considered Yujiro's sequel due to him forcing him to use more effort than he had in the past.
Right here, claim the title of the strongest in the world. Acknowledged it! He's admitting that Baki's the strongest! Baki Hanma's the strongest in the world!
Of course, Baki is evolving day after day, but this was all of the most significant steps in my opinion. Maybe I forgot something. Leave your comments down below. If this video was interesting to you, leave a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Leave your opinions down below. Thank you for watching, see you soon.
Me and none of them not travel by any trip. In the seat of corruption.